Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back out to Columbus, Ohio and Chicago, Illinois from Forbidden Root. This is Ratings Embargo. This is, per the label, a 6.1% alcohol by volume. It is a double dry hopped India Pale Ale, it says. I think this is hazy, I'm going to guess. It says it's double dry hopped with Nelson, Nectaron, and Citra Hash. Have I had anything with Citra Hash? I don't think so, but it sounds amazing. If this is your first review you've ever watched, welcome. Citra is the first hop I ever fell in love with in the craft beer world, and Citra Hash sounds amazing. Canned on August 29th. Time of recording, about 1 month. Beer comes courtesy of my bro, my beer BFF, Kraj. He's the dude at the end of my videos. He is the GM of Forbidden Root. I sent him a box of West Coast beer, and he sent me some Forbidden Root goodness, and we are drinking it. It is GABF week. There will be some Forbidden Root beers on draft at bars in the Denver area. So if you're going to GABF, make sure you check them out. So as I suspected, this beer is hazy, and that head did not stick around at all. It is gone. I'm guessing this beer is massively hopped. We've always talked about head retention. I think it's due to hop oils. It's just there is no head at all. This beer is a bit murkier than what was it, Really Berry that we just drank. This is getting to the haze that I don't like the way that it looks. It is super fucking murky. It is kind of hop cummy, if we're being honest. But it's like that sunshiny yellow. There's no head. Is this going to be dank since there's Citra Hash? I hope so. Let's smell it. This smells like Starburst, like chewy candy. It's fucking crazy. It smells exactly like, there used to be a candy store in Sunrise Mall that I used to go to, and as soon as you walked in, it was like gummy worms and peach rings. Like, that's what this smells like. The Citra is there. I mean, Citra Hash, I was hoping it was going to be like super dank and like kind of like that weedy thing, but it's very, very citrus forward. It's like orange gummy worms or orange, I want to say orange peach rings. Like, obviously that'd be a peach flavor, but if they made like a peach ring and an orange flavor, it would be that. This is pretty grapey too, like spritzy white wine-ish. I mean, it's just super fucking tropical. It smells like juice. I mean, it says it's double dry hopped. It's wildly hoppy, but it's like very juice forward hoppy. It's not intense. It doesn't smell like, sometimes you can. I've said this. It smells weird. It sounds weird to say you can smell like when a beer is going to be bitter. It doesn't smell like that. This smells like straight juice, like super hop saturated. Gooseberries for days. A little bit of like crackery breadiness too underneath all that, like just insane like juice box. That's going to taste it. Great. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. That is intense. It's funny because it doesn't smell like it's going to be bitter. It is really fucking like the white part of an orange when you peel it. Like, you peel the orange off and it's just pith. It is super pithy. This is crazy, like, as far as the bitterness goes. It's pretty wild because it smells really, really fruity. But I feel like that tropical part of whatever you'd be tasting is overtaken by the pithiness of that. It is so fucking pithy and my tongue is numb. This beer had to use a ton of hops. Just a massive amount. That's crazy. This is like those crazy triple and quadruple dry hop like monkish beers that you would get. You drink them like the same day they were canned and you're just like, holy fuck, this beer is a month in the can. It could sit for like another month for sure. Maybe that's the Citra Hash that's doing that. It's like pink grapefruit too. Pink grapefruit and white pithy orange. That's all I can taste. And that bitterness just sits on my tongue and my tongue is numb. The beer is really dry for being 6%, but it's like, it's so fucking bitter. I don't know. Usually when a beer's dry, you're like, oh, I could chug this. I don't think you can chug this. It's weird because it's almost to the point where like it's so tongue-numbingly hoppy, you would think it was going to have hop burn in your chest, or like when you swallow it, like in your throat. It doesn't have that, which is crazy. I don't know how or why it's working that way. But the nose of this beer is insane. I just wish that it could taste like that. He sent me 2 of these, and I'm going to let the other can, I'm seriously sit for at least another month before I check it out again. Because if some of that like intense citrus pithiness could die down, I don't know if it can. It should be able to, right? If it's just the hops, and just let like more of that, like that orange gummy worm thing that you're smelling, which smells insane. If they could, like, if that can come through later on, this beer would be fantastic. But as it sits, this beer is just, it's all like pith and grapefruit peel, and it just kills your tongue. I mean, listen, I like hops and I love hoppy beer, but I can't taste anything else with this beer. The mouthfeel is nice though. It's like a full mouthfeel. It's like what hazy beer should be. 6.1%, doesn't taste hot. It's so fucking pithy and grapefruit peel. I can't taste anything else. It's crazy. It smells so good. You would never guess from the way that this smells that it would taste this way. And this is not a bad beer. It's just, I can't sit here and be like, oh, I taste this and taste this. I can't taste anything else because my tongue is numb. It tastes like I'm licking the pith of an orange. I need to know, Kraj, if you watch this, how many pounds per barrel of hops did you use in this beer? Because it is fucking insanely hoppy. So that's Ratings Embargo from Forbidden Root, Columbus, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois. If you guys had this one, let's talk about it. And if not, and you get your hands on this one, let it sit. It can sit for a long, long time. So that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews.